The audits, we undertook an audit both for wage but also pension and gratuity. The findings are already out, so we're using that to inform our final allocations. By the time the BFP was done, this hadn't been completed, but now it's complete.
In an effort to promote a transparent, inclusive and people-centered national budget for the fiscal year 2025-2026, the civil sector budget, advocacy group CSBAG has today convened a CSO pre-budget dialogue with key stakeholders aimed at discussing and reviewing the proposed national budget.
See this curve going down, you know that fundamental number of things are going wrong. And that's what I can tell you. Yes, we can say this economy is growing, but it's not growing in our pockets. But the moment that graph tends to go down, then you will see how many things are going to go wrong.
In his presentation, the CSBAG Executive Director, Julius Mukunda, proposed reducing Uganda's national budget to 57.4 trillion shillings by cutting wasteful expenditures, such as 1 billion shillings for beddings and 65 billion shillings for books and periodicals.
We still believe that we can actually repurpose this budget and spend more on some items that are important. The government of Uganda will be spending around 1.9 billion on beddings and clothes. In the age of email and WhatsApp and scanning, we are going to spend around 2.8 billion on postage and courier services.
Dr. Thaddeus Musoki Najinda, the chairperson of the Kampala City Traders Association, reiterated Julius Mukunda's call for the government to eliminate unnecessary expenditures and implement proposals that benefit citizens to ensure the national budget is more relevant to the needs of Ugandans through citizen-centered budgeting.
Ngaffe kasira tugamba tetulina okulemerako era ne bannayuganda mwenna mbasaba tulina okulemerako okulaba nti gavumenti nga bwetugamba nti eyagala etunulira ebintu ebiyamba omuntu wa bulijjo ekendeeze n'ensaasaanya okwejalabya pate gavumenti ya pate mikolo sente ezo zonna singa tuzikwata ne tuziteeka mu bintu ebiyamba omuntu wa bulijjo eggwanga lyaffe lisobola okukulaakulana nti tujja tugamba twagala tubeere nga Taiwan nti tukole tusobola kubuuka bubuusi n'otuuka eyo.
In his response, the senior special economist, David Okwi, highlighted the accelerator action plans, which will help the government fully monetize the economy in an attempt of promoting better living standards for its citizens.
In terms of planning, there's prioritization of the budget from as guided by the tenfold budget strategy and the NDP4. And the priorities, like we discussed, come from the accelerator actions, starting with full monetization of the economy. We have agro-industrialization, we have tourism development, and then we have mineral development, including oil and gas, and then STI, science, technology and innovation, of course not forgetting ICT.
Angela Navowe, the executive director of the Initiative for Special and Economic Rights, criticized the government's decision to maintain 144 billion shillings allocation for the social protection budget, despite the substantial deficit in the current national budget.
There is also the issue of social protection. And I'll give an example. The social protection budget for last year was 144 billion. Even this year, it has remained stagnant at 144 billion. But already with the 144 billion for the current financial year, there was a big shortfall of 21 billion, which meant that 109,000 older persons on SAGE are not going to receive their benefits for the last quarter of the financial year. So if there is no change in that budget, and there are also new people qualifying every year, it means more people are going to miss out on those benefits. These are older persons, some of them are living as destitutes. So if this little money they receive from government is also taken away, I think it is going to make their situation worse. But these are citizens of Uganda, and government has a responsibility to look after them.
The CSO pre-budget dialogue is a platform where taxpayers and key budget process stakeholders come together and share perspectives regarding the enacting and implementation of the national budget. Today's dialogue was hinged on the theme, making the budget work for the people, prioritizing expenditure for inclusive growth. John Baptista Humza, Church of Uganda, Family TV News at 8.